Welcome to another episode of Nourish the Mind, where this program speaks about the mind, the body, and the spirit, that all three work together to bring us into alignment. If you're new to this channel, welcome, and I hope that you will stay. And if you have been with me for a while, thank you so much, guys, for your continuous support. So for this week, we're going to speak about an attitude of gratitude. Slow down, hold. All right. So having an attitude of gratitude, what does that mean? I've always speak about this in my previous videos, that being grateful, being thankful, it opens up doors for more abundance, for somebody to give you more, somebody to feel appreciative, and somebody to want to bless you in various ways. So gratitude comes from having a strong appreciation. And when we have a strong appreciation for something, like for the very life we have, for the job that we have, for the family that we have, for the friends that we have, for the money that we have in the bank, for the fact that we have a roof over our head, for the fact that we are in good health, we are in our right mind, we are clothed, all these things are a level of blessings, because whether we believe it or not, there are people out there that are deprived of these basic things and deprived of a lot of things that we have and we take for granted. So having an attitude of gratitude opens the door to receive more, and not only that, it brings you to a place of peace. It brings you to a place of peace. It brings you to a place of joy, because then you're not focusing on lack, you're focusing on what you have. And when you focus on what you have, it does something to the mind. It puts you in a different place. It puts you in a place of being joyous, a place of being happy and appreciative, because you're not focusing on lacking. So when we focus on lack, guys, it does something to us. It puts us in anxiety. It put us in this desperated type of place, like you want something and you want it now, and by all means you have to have it now. And that is not the proper attitude in terms of getting anything, because when we operate from a place of desperation or a place of anxiety, what that does is create more problems, because then we are not waiting for the thing to come through or to materialize. Then it's being forced of this. Let's say that you're cooking and you're so hungry, right? You're cooking and you're so hungry, and because you're so hungry, you can't find yourself waiting for the food to cook the proper way and for you to have a nice joyous meal. So then you find yourself eating before the food is ready, and what does, you're consuming something that's not properly done. And anything that is not properly done that you're taking into the body, it's gonna bring on some sort of reaction, right? So when we operate from a place of desperation and a place of anxiety, we get the opposite of what we're looking for. We get the reaction that we don't want, So sometimes it's best to operate from a place of wholeness, a place of peace, and a place of being grateful. Okay. And I get it, sometimes it's hard when we're on this journey and we're going through life and things are not happening in our time, or things are not we're not acquiring as much as we think that we should have. And sometimes it can get a little frustrated, and sometimes we can act from a place of desperation. We want it now, we have been waiting for so long, and sometimes that is understandable. Sometimes it is, but for the most part, patience is a virtue. It is. And patience comes with gratitude, because when you're patient, it's like there's an inner knowing that something better is going to come. So I'm okay with where I am right now. And then it helps to humble us, and it helps to um, have us reflect on how life was, reflect on our journey, reflect that even if we're not at the place that we desire, we have been at certain low points and we have found a way to elevate and move forward from those low points. So we have this saying in Jamaica that cow no know when you sign tail until it cut off. All right, let me explain what that means. So it's a parable. A cow doesn't know the use of his tail until it's no more. And a lot of us don't know how important certain things are in our life until they're no longer there, or we will take them for granted. We'll take sometimes our family member for granted, our spouses for granted, our children for granted. We'll take our job for granted. We'll take our health for granted. There's so many things that we'll take for granted. And it's only when things are getting bad, it's only when that person isn't around anymore, it's only when your kids have grown and they're no longer near you, it's only when you're breaking down that you remember that there was a point when you had all of that, and now it is no more. So the cow never know the use of his tail until it's no more. So it's good to identify the good things that is in our life at this point, wherever we are, whatever stages that we are at. If you have a job and it's bringing an income, it's giving you an income, it's helping you to sustain. It might not be the ideal job or your desired job, but it's paying the bills, it's putting food on the table, it's covering other needs, wants that you may have. Then have a level of gratitude towards that, because sometimes our pay doesn't come from man. Sometimes our pay comes from God or the universe or some higher power, however we see fit. There's an unseen eye, an unseen force that sees what we do, and we can be rewarded for it. And it all depends on our action. So having an attitude of gratitude will help to propel us forward. Okay, so gratitude also gives us a sense of contentment. As I said before, when you start to focus on the positive, on what you have, what is in front of you right now, and just being grateful for that, no matter how small it is. And sometimes, it's small, but that's okay. It's a process. And what you don't have right now, it will come in time. So when we focus on what is in front of us, it gives us a sense of contentment, a sense of peace, and it helps us to have better connection, in the sense that we are more present, because our mind is in the present, not the past, not the future. Our mind is right here, right now, and we're locked into what we have before us. We're locked into our family members, our friends. We can have genuine conversation with them, and it gives a sense of peace. I remember one time, for those who probably grew up in the country areas and so forth, we know hard life. We are no strangers to struggle, but we remember that those days, or some of those days, were the best days in our life. We didn't have much, we had little, but it's like that little that we had, it's like the hand of God was in it, working through, making us happy, making us joyful. Those little homes had so much peace and love and laughter, and over time, the more people have, is the less feel that they feel. It's like a huge or a wider gap of emptiness. So sometimes it doesn't take all these things that we desire to make us content and happy. Sometimes it's just what is in front of us, what is here and what is now. We don't have to wait until somebody give us something to be grateful. We can in turn become the giver. It's such a joy to give. It's always the best to be on the giving side than the receiving side. And giving something doesn't necessarily means that it also always have to be in a object or something tangible. You can give your time, you can give your years, you can give your words, you know, you can give encouragement to somebody that's going through something, you can listen to somebody that's going through something, and you can give your time to be around somebody that is probably going through something. So there's different ways that we can give. We might not have it physically to give, but there's different things that we can do that giving also brings a joy to the giver as well. I don't know if you have ever given anybody something and see how grateful they are and see how wonderful they feel about it. It gives you this sense of satisfaction inside to know that you did something good for someone, you changed their life in certain way, or at that point in time you put a smile on their face. Like just a simple smile, just a simple smile, just a simple hello can make a person day. So it doesn't have to be a tangible gift to somebody. So just having an attitude of gratitude, it helps us to go through life and it helps us to be more fulfilled. So guys, that's the end of the Until next time, peace and
slow down, hold on, take a breath. If I could, I'll make me feel less. Something in my brain causes stress. So come on.